everyone, this is your Champlain College ambassadors Mimi, Chloe, and Shishi, and you're listening to Chamily Drama, broadcasting through the facilities of CFFF, Trent Radio at 92.7 FM in Peterborough, Nogo-Jivonong, Canada. Chamily Drama, it's Chamily Drama.
Before we start, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that we are occupying land in Peterborough, Nogo-Jivonong on the Treaty 20 territory and traditional territory of the Tcsa and Anishinaabe. This land is associated with the Williams Treaty. We offer our gratitude to the First Nations for their care for and teachings about our earth and our relations. May we honor those teachings.
Hello, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of our radio show, Chamily Drama. This is Chloe.
This is Mimi.
And our friend Shishi couldn't make it today. Today we'll be continuing our series on active engagement, and today we'll be focusing on the community aspect of active engagement. Usually when students hear active engagement, they think of the physical aspect, which is what we covered in last week's episode. And while Champlain is certainly known for their adventurous spirit, we also recognize that active engagement can be produced through participation in community. Here at Trent, there are a lot of ways to participate in your community.
One of the ways you can get involved on campus is by joining the Tcsa. The Tcsa is basically the Trent Central Student Association, which is a student union run by, undergraduate students at Trent. And it's a non-profit organization that supports students in sharing ideas, creating change, gaining new skills, and accessing help. The Tcsa represents the interests of all Trent University students to university administration. They're also a member of the Canadian Federation of Students, which is the CFS.
The Tcsa also provides a variety of services to its members, including a used book consignment, a discount map, a student benefits plan, social events, and workshops. The Tcsa is run by a board of governors who are elected each year in March. One way that you can get involved is by voting in the Tcsa election. The Tcsa is run by a board of governors that are elected annually with representatives from each college cabinet. The general elections are held in March. One way that you can get involved in active engagement with the community is by voting in the Tcsa election. The Trent Central Student Association also provides a platform for student-run clubs and groups to meet, share ideas, and work towards common goals. Some of these groups are social, while others are department-based, or advocacy-based, or even political-based. There's really something for everyone with these clubs. We have a ton of them on campus, and if there aren't any clubs that you find interesting, you have the incredible opportunity to start your own. To see the clubs and groups that are already up and running, visit the Tcsa's website and click on the Clubs and Groups section. This is also where you can find information about starting your own club. If you find any clubs that you're interested in that you'd like to join, make sure to follow them on their social media so you can keep up with their events, workshops, and information.
Hi everyone. In case you are just tuning in, this is your Champlain College ambassadors, Shishi, Chloe, and Mimi, and you're listening to Chamily Drama, broadcasting through the facilities of CFFF Trent Radio at 92.7 FM in Nogo-Jivonong, Peterborough, Canada.
Another way you can get involved on campus is by joining the college cabinet. Each of the 5 colleges has a committee of student leaders who work to improve the college experience for students. Cabinets have members on the University Senate, the colleges, and the Student Services Committee, as well as the Tcsa. These members bring students' issues to Trent's officials who have the authority to make the necessary changes. Last year, cabinet members hosted their annual town hall meeting where students were able to meet with Senate members and discuss the barriers to success that students are currently facing. Each year, the topics of the town hall change depending on what the issues are that time. Last year, topics included COVID-19, transportation, housing, and security. And now we're gonna have an interview with last year's senior senator of the Champlain Cabinet. And this is Campbell Deck. So, hi Campbell, thank you so much for joining us on Chamily Drama. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Campbell Deck, and I'm a student within the Champlain community here at Trent University. And I just finished serving a 2-year term as a student senator for the Champlain College Cabinet.
That's cool. And could you share with us what the role of the senior senator is in the cabinet?
So the college has 2 senators, a junior senator and a senior senator, and the senior senator's role is to do a couple things. It's to train a junior senator in how the Senate works and everything. It's to sit on the Senate, which comprises of student senators from all colleges, as well as the Tcsa and a bunch of different department heads and the executive branch. And basically it discusses academic issues.
Okay, and so what are the Senate meetings like?
Standard Senate meeting just normally begins with opening remarks from Leo, who's our president, and then if necessary, we'll go into a closed door session, which is basically where we discuss things that can't be shared with the public just yet. So potential ideas brewing, confidential matters, and then if we move from that to an open door session where we discuss everything that's on the agenda for that day. In a normal Senate meeting on the agenda, there normally be a lot of things related to academics, such as course changes, the addition of new programs, budgets for the next academic cycle, as well as any other issues we have.
All right, and so what would you say was your favorite part of being a cabinet member?
I think the favorite part for me was knowing that I was being able to give back to the community, to Champlain, and it's a good feeling to have.
Yeah, for sure. And Chloe, would you like to take over?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Campbell. It's nice
Hi,
to see
Chloe.
you again. So my question for you is, how can students express their concerns to the Senate?
To the Senate? So for them to do that, they really need to meet with the senators. And Champlain does at the moment have a senior who I recently trained, and we also elected our junior back in our spring elections. And the best way for students to do that would be to reach out to them or to come to the office hours that the senators will have and talk with them about their concerns.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And why should students run for the senator position, and how can it help them build their future careers?
Well, I think if you want to be in politics, as I do, the Senate experience really kind of gives you an idea of how sort of the administrative side and also the actual side of politics can work through the process of passing bills and making amendments and introducing movements within a committee. So it's kind of like, in some way, you learn the nuts and bolts of what a politician would actually do in a real political setting. And I think that's important for students to get involved with that, because we need vocal people as our student senators. We need people who are willing to not only speak up with their ideas, but also make sure that we're holding the university accountable for how academics are going when it comes to students. That was one of the focuses of my term, because I served in the Senate during this 2-year period when the first year we were completely online due to COVID. So it's making sure that the students are being heard and that their concerns are being heard about difficulties they're having with online learning, questions they have, concerns they have about reopening.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's some good hands-on experience for anyone that really wants to get into politics and stuff like that.
Yep.
Which is what our segment is all about today. So that's really awesome. And then my last question for you is, how can running for cabinet enrich a student's academic and personal life?
Well, I think it all depends on your own personal preferences, really, as to whether or not you want to run for cabinet. But there is a lot of rewarding factors within it. I think the thing I love most about it is knowing that going to every Senate meeting or every committee meeting, knowing is that I'm not doing that just for me. I'm doing this for all the students here at Champlain, making sure that their voices are heard and trying to, make sure that Champlain itself has fair representation. I mean, one of the things that my second year, my last year, I focused on Senate was we were basically reallocating seats for students, and my focus was making sure that all the colleges, especially Champlain, still had a voting seat, regardless of how the other seats were split. Because if the colleges don't have the ability to vote, if the colleges don't have a representative who can speak for them and vote for them, the Senate becomes mundane because each college may have different interests or different concerns. So I think for students who want an experience to get involved with their community or give back to the Champlain community, Cabinet is, in my opinion, the best way to do so.
So that was Campbell Deck from Champlain Cabinet last year. He was the Cabinet Senior Senator. Thank you so much, Campbell, for joining us on Chamily Drama. Now let's talk a little bit about our own experience. I was also on Champlain Cabinet last year, and Chloe was in a student group called the NDP. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So last year in the spring, some friends and I decided that we wanted to see some more political representation in the clubs and groups section of the Tcsa. And so we really wanted to inspire our students to get active politically and get out there and vote. So we started our own club, and it was a really great experience. We were at Clubs and Groups Day, we held events, and it was really good to see students come out and really support us. Yeah, Mimi, how was your time on Cabinet?
It was pretty fun. When I was on Cabinet, everything was online, but we would still organize some online events, some in-person events. And obviously there was always the political aspect of Cabinet. We used to have meetings with the entire Cabinet every week, and we would discuss a lot of things like how to improve student life. And yeah, Cabinet's also about like making sure that students are having a positive experience at Trent. And so we would also organize a lot of social events and have people come out, have a great time together. Usually in our meetings, we would also talk about Tcsa, new policies that Trent's making. And yeah, we would just discuss that, vote on that. So if you're interested in like student government, or if you want to get into politics after graduation, yeah, I would definitely recommend joining the Cabinet. It is a great platform for student advocacy. And yeah, it's just really good experience.
All right, folks, that's the end of our show for today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week, where we'll be talking about volunteer opportunities at Trent. Bye.
See you next week.
Once again, this is your Champlain College ambassadors, Mimi, Chloe, and Shishi, and you're listening to Chamily Drama, broadcasting through the facilities of CFFF Trent Radio at 92.7 FM in Peterborough, Nogojawanong, Canada. And we'll see you next week. Save the date. Champlain College invites you to a picnic with us on July 22nd from 12 to 1 in the CC Beach Quad. Let's enjoy a meal together and play some games in the sun. Please register for this event by using the link in our Instagram bio. Our Instagram is @Champlain College.
When you're getting sick of school and you don't know what to do, put on your pajamas, tune into Chamily Drama. We'll answer all your questions about our cool Champlain traditions, like Big Bowl and Milk Run and Fall College Weekend fun. So if you want the latest tea and want to keep up with CC peeps, put on your pajamas, tune into Chamily Drama. We can give you useful information to get you through your education, help with degree planning, and book you in for academic advising. And if writing essays gives you chills, come to academic skills. You can come in your pajamas, just don't forget to tune into Chamily